He surely is building up those flesh heap stacks.
This is the most active punch I think I've seen so far in this qualifiers. Like, we've seen, you know, some of them that are taking part, but usually, like we said earlier, you know, they want to get that ags. They take some time to farm up and let their team make the space. But Pierre, like you said, just everywhere in good position. He's not waiting for his power spike. He just realizes that he can join, and a simple dismember can be so good if you're there at the right time. Like after a Pango roll, he just happens to be right next to him, and the silence makes sure that he can't get away on the Pango. But you have to be cautious if you're entity, though. The more you join fights, the more you get pulled into these engagements, the more time you give to collapse to get that split push, and for lifesteal to get that farm as well. See that at this point, Pure, he's got himself phase boots, he's got a casual cloak, and then half of the Aghanim scepter already. Pretty good time here, considering.
I think it's smart to not go for the full hood. See a lot of pudges go for the full hood as well before the Aghanims, but just leaving a cloak, I think is sufficient a lot of the time, and especially in this game, there's not really that much magic damage coming up from Team Spirit. If they were more magic damage team, oh, the hook from Smoke.
And there it is, the drag on Maposhka, and that's a dead Enchantress. Good pick off, trying to get that creep too while they're at it. But Fishman chasing after him, he's not going to be able to get it.
Both his birds top to Pangolier using 1 Q and 1 W, and the birds died. No resummon.
Kataomi rejoining top, does have a haste rune. Pure also coming in, looking to this opening. Love to get himself some more kills, I'm sure, but Kataomi gonna kind of poke back and forth. Mir, though, opening up with the Vendetta and the Impale. Nice save by Pure. He says, get out of there. We're not ready to take this fight just yet. I would like to hit. But they do have a ward over here on the stairs, so they can see who's coming forward into this jungle right now. But still on cooldown for another 6 seconds. Here, being that wall in front of his team for the time being.
Yeah, they also missed the Observer Ward just a little bit. They put the sentry right on the cliff, but the Observer Ward again, Team Spirit with Ward surviving. They've had really deep vision now for quite a while, and we're gonna see Team Spirit make a move towards their Beastmaster now. Stormstormer could be trouble. He's under a ward.
Mira creeping forward, opens with the Impale. There's gonna be the Global Silence, but they do have plenty of damage here as he throws out the Tornado. He's not gonna be able to escape it. Oh, with a nice curse on top of it over on the back lines. Again, Pure finding Maposhka, but Toronto Tokyo rolling on through. We'll be able to keep Maposhka alive a little bit longer. Kataomi coming forward does throw out the Stormhammer, but now Pure, he is not looking like he's going to be able to survive the onslaught coming out from Team Spirit as they'll jump out from that Infest Bomb and they'll finish off Toby.
Beautiful fight by Team Spirit there. They didn't have the Warcry ready because he TP'd in. Warcry to run over there, but else maybe the Sven could have bailed them out. However, Team Spirit, they don't lose a single hero. Can't believe they actually kept Enchantress alive there throughout that as well. But now I think they're recognizing that Lifestealer is just too strong for Entity to want to deal with them right now, since they have Pudge as their core. It's not a fun matchup.
Tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
I'm curious. I wasn't sure if the Enchantress got off her sprites first, but yeah, it's surprising that she was able to survive that.
Yeah, she's
doing a lot of hunting.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Top.
Yeah, he wants someone to come help him get that kill, though.
Nice.
Give a poke. Does have Kataomi nearby, though, and I like the way that they're playing together. So if Stormstormer finds himself in a situation, and just have your Sven back you up with the Stormhammer and the Warcry.
Yeah, they need to play pretty close to each other overall, which they have done so far. Whereas I think Team Spirit have more of an open game where they can sit back and farm a little bit, especially now after removing the tier 2 bottom tower. They have both the outposts. The majority of the jungle farm is theirs. So they can either make a move or they can keep scaling up their item progression.
What would you prefer to see them do?
I think for now, try to make moves when you have Pango ulti ready. So it's ready right now. I would like to see them just try and go for a pickup somewhere. Looks a bit like they might try and group up for a smoke. Yep. So smoke coming out from Team Spirit.
Have this vision with the Hawk, with the Boar. See Pure over here. He's looking like a pretty big target. Wing opening up, the roll forward from Toronto Tokyo. Pure taking a lot of damage. Again, that global silence coming into play. And Toronto Tokyo just gonna roll back a little bit. They use the Sky Carapace, and they're gonna see if they can finish up port. They need just a little bit more. Yes, they'll be able to get the kill, but they'll end up losing Mira.
Yeah, they'll happily take that trade though. That's great for Team Spirit. So now they're invading. Immediately after the kill, they look to do something. They go in, try and invade and take over the Ancients here. 17 minutes have hit, so there are new tier neutral items to get. They also get the dragon on Beastmaster, so he gets the best Overlord creep.
Do walk directly over this ward vision into the pit, but you don't have your pudge for another 14 seconds. I'm not sure if they want to try to contest this. The Stormtrooper is making his way over.
Yeah, they're gonna be trying, but I think they might be a little bit late. This is so much damage. Beastmaster Aura.
Trying, yeah. See Stormtrooper, he just backs off. A little too late, although they are smoked up on the two supports. If they decide to get very aggressive, might be able to get a pick-off effect. They see Toronto Tokyo. Got a casual Stormhammer into that hook. And that's a pretty nice pick-off for the side of Entity. And a little bit of Ent going towards that silencer. It's got 16 now.
I mean, they're the team that's scaling, right? To get that in, to get the strength as well. So every single kill makes a big impact for them. Now they're looking to even go towards top, take over this part of the map. As Yatoro just TPs out. He wants none of it. He just wants to keep farming and get bigger.
Trying to get some of these creeps, but here, hunting. See if anybody's left. Would love to get another hook. Got some infinite scaling going on with this team.
Radiant's
I like the item build, by the way, the Yatoro went for in this game. This is something we see quite often whenever Lifestealer is, or whenever Silencer is picked. He's going for the Manta style second item on Lifestealer. Not typically your Manta hero, but it's so convenient to Dispel in this game. And Dispel is also good against the Visage and even Invoker.
He's got that Aegis for another 3.5 minutes or so. Feeling pretty confident. See movement coming out from the side of Entity. They're smoked up. Mira will pop the smoke. Go. Get the dust down. Follow up with that tornado. And Pure just wandering on through. Will be happy to help out. Get that kill.
Yeah, just tanking the ganks. It doesn't matter too much for him if he dies. He was really close to Blink Dagger though. He's at 2,100 gold. So soon we're gonna see a Blink Nyx. We've seen quite a few different builds whenever Nyx is open, but he's looking decently farmed here due to all the towers they've taken.
I feel like most of the Nyx games that we have seen has been Zayats. I think he played 8 games of Nyx during the last chance qualifiers. They look really good.
I think 9 even. Yeah, he played a lot of them.
End?
Yeah, I think so actually. I think he got his 9th game in as well. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, it was working out really well for him. But yeah, I think Nyx is a hero that probably should be prioritized higher. Now, trying to go for a Vendetta gank with the Lifestealer Infest. There are good Observer Sentry combinations here though, so he's gonna walk through and get spotted.
Got all the memes about, you know, Abed playing Storm. Zayats is now the wake up, Zayats, it's time to play your Nyx assassin. But yeah, look at this. They creep. Look how fast they're moving away. They show themselves. There's the Infest Bomb immediately jumping over onto Fishman. Fishman, he just doesn't have much for items just yet, so he is going to fall. They use the Rolling Thunder over onto Kataomi. Toronto Tokyo very far away from the rest of his team. That needs to be a little bit careful because they're going to try to follow up, use the Sunstrike. The bounce back, though, using the Lotus will ensure they get the kill on Kataomi. And now Toby, he has been left behind, is going to try to buy himself a little bit more time by turning himself into that stone form, but they're just waiting so patiently for Toby. And they'll finish him off.
They almost caught Pure as well. They were in the animation of using Beastmaster ulti, but he TP'd out in time. But still, that's 3 heroes going down. They do keep their pos 1 and their pos 2, but a big blow towards Entity again. And all of Team Spirit are trying to find where Pudge left because they saw him TP away.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So close to that BKB too.
Radiant's top
If you click on the silencer, I feel like this is one of those trivia questions like, which hero is this? Who bought these items in a recent pro game? And I would not have been able to get silencer, but I suppose it's good armor value at least for silencer. He does use the attack speed decently, but glaive.
I mean, he's just super poor, right? He's trying to get the most bang for buck. I'd love to see him pick up a Force Staff, like we talked about earlier. I feel like that's super important against heroes. Again, like Nyx Assassin, like the Enchantress, the Life Stealer, but he's just, you know, someone had to be the sacrifice, like we said.
I think this is going to be his items, you know. His next power spike is going to be 25 minutes when the Wraith Bands evolve and get twice as strong. But other than that, he has a gem already queued up, which I love that idea. I think generally teams need to buy gem more often and more frequently, especially when you're against both Beastmaster and Nyx. True Sight is so crucial in this game.
I feel like we have been seeing more of the early gem get picked up in a lot of games we've seen, though. It seems to be trending a little bit more commonly.
Yeah, it's being rated higher, and I guess the difference is that more teams are buying it even when they're on the back foot or when they're falling behind a bit, and not just using it as a tool to get more advantage.
It is incredibly important by all the sentries that have been placed all over the map. Some to, you know, deal with the invis here, some to just make sure that you're getting the vision out of your side of the jungle. Jump.
They're doing a good job on Team Spirit right now to play out of vision, by the way. They until they decided to take this outpost, they were hiding a lot of heroes. So Entity were sitting back and not really showing on lanes that much. We saw Visage kind of just hovering, not sure if he can go out. And that's because they're staying off vision so much. And when you have Nyx, that's a powerful move. Like, Entity have to respect Nyx off map and you don't see Lifestealer as well, perhaps, then the gank could be anywhere.
End up forcing Stormstorm. Oh, a nice play here from the Nyx Assassin. They'll pop that global science BKB over on Stormstorm. They'll turn back around. They'll try to defend. And it looks like Team Spirit, they respect this. We'll back off.
Yeah, that was costly for Entity using both the global silence and that BKB charge. And the dragon is gonna live. Just walk on out.
Slap those little wings. Their ancient black dragon. What a goofy looking dragon.
Yeah, it's got a great portrait. This shard on Beastmaster, by the way, has already paid itself back. It's so good to just be able to root the enemy, holding them still, and dealing that bit of extra damage as well. It's 250 from every bird you send.
Bird v bird battle. Dive on bird. So we've had this this Agnum Scepter completed on Pure for a little while now. I'm curious, is it just a matter of waiting for the Blink Dagger 2? They just want to make sure they have this very strong advantage, or is it just that Team Spirit is playing so aggressively that they haven't had the chance to take the opportune fight?
Honestly, I mean, that's the reason we say that Punch is slow, is that you can get the Aghanims, but then you usually need something more. Aghanims on its own doesn't really mean that you can go head first into team fights. So he does have BKB now. He finished it since the last time they were fighting. He has a 9-second BKB ready. That does make him a little bit more fight ready, but for me, I think it's gonna need like Blink plus maybe Plate Mail, or he's queuing up the Kai Assange right now. Could be a big item too.
Smoked up on the side of Team Spirit. Moving over towards the top, there is Pure nearby. Now look at this, they look at Stormstorm, but they're gonna open up the jump onto Pure instantly. As all the team comes in, they even get the roar off, so that's just a dead punch, despite the attempt to save him coming out from Stormstormer.
Yeah, that was a good catch. I mean, they use everything, but it doesn't really matter. Just dump your spells, you get the carry kills. Now they can push.
Fishman. Feeling pretty scary for him, as Yasuo's going pretty deep, but we'll back off and take the attention to the tower. Katomi throwing out a casual Stormhammer. Nice dodge. They're just ripping through the buildings now with that Deso.
I think Entity, when they group up and go S5, are actually quite strong. You saw a Lifestealer hit the Silencer there, like 7 hits or something, and he only lost half HP. That's the carry hitting a +5. Those double Wraith Bands with 25 minutes, plus the Shard from Sven. This Shard gives you 7 armor passively to everyone around, so I think for them, they need to group up, play around Sven with the Warcry as well, and then the Beastmaster and Lifestealer will not hit that hard. The physical damage can be mitigated greatly.
Right, Pure completing the Blink Dagger does have a casual Plate Mail queued up, but you can see that Entity, they're trying to take control of this area again. Smoked up, trying to clear out some of these camps, see if anybody's lagging behind Katomi. Bit of reconnaissance here with Toby. But though, hiding very carefully around this Roche pit currently. They do have one of the Warpine Raiders sitting in the pit waiting for this Roche to respawn.
Honestly, Spirit have done such a good job. What they're doing right now, look at their positioning both the supports right now. They're literally just choking out the approaches to their own jungle. So if anyone smokes in there, they would smoke on a support. Like, they're guaranteeing that smoke ganks are not happening on their cores. And that has been crucial this game so far for them. Multiple times, Entity have tried to make a move and just run into a Nyx Assassin, and it's worth nothing.
Gonna be able to go and grab themselves the bird over there. Not sure if that was supposed to be a block on the rune too, because we did have the Pinecone Warrior waiting, and they denied the double damage, so definitely worthwhile. Don't want Pure holding a hand at that.
Yeah, probably not the scariest carry to get it, but still, just controlling the runes with the summons is very handy for them. They have so much vision with Enchantress, Beastmaster taking over the area, and then you also have Nyx running around. They are going to bring down the Dominator creep top, so 253 gold for Pure.
Oh, nice use of the birds. They'll get the pick off on Fishman, who's waiting in. Oh, hey, look at this. Look who's up and alive. That's going to be a Roche. But it does feel like they would like to get maybe another pick before getting into that pit. Especially when you consider Toronto Tokyo is bottom. He has boots of travel. He can be there in a pinch. That is very scary to fight into that.
Yeah, it's important that he shoves as far as possible bottom to try and force any reaction. If someone goes down there, then they can go into Roche pits, but not gonna go just because one pos 5 did. They're respecting the possibility from the hook too much.
Strike going. Tabs.
Yeah.
On the Forge Spirit.
He changed his quick fire. Sorry, he put back the plate mill on Podge as well. Or
okay.
Not.
That vision. Have a smoke over on Moposhka. I'm curious to see if they were going to try to make another play, or... They definitely want this Roche.
Yeah, I think it's time that they look for something now. So they go with the Infest. They have the Blink on Nyx as well, so you can really just close the gap for Lifestealer. Just
look how patient Mira is.
Yeah.
I dare you to come this close. Hey, Toby.
So much meat, so little time.
Don't have that protection right there, so Nyx is gonna kind of wander away for the time being.
Yeah, they were trying to control the top rune as well in case it was a crucial rune for the Roche fight, but no rune there. And looks like Entity now are calling possibly to smoke over, but lanes are being shoved, so someone has to deal with mid. They do have intentions to go immediately after this creep wave dies, I think, just judging by how they're moving right now. Perhaps they want to go. But again, these Dominator creeps, they're pushing top with Dominator creeps, Forge Spirits being sent bottom by a Stormstormer. Here comes the move though. Team Spirit coming in with the Nyx. How much?
Creeping, again, opening with that Spike Carapace, that silence coming out. Here, it's off to Dismember, the rest of the team standing nearby, the roar comes out, the follow-up, can they finish up here in time? That was the question. A little bit more damage getting dropped, yes, they'll be able to take him out, but then Stormstorm finishing up over onto Yatoro. They'll buy back on Pudge. Poshka just chain gunning from such a far distance. We'll be able to finish off Toby as now Kataomi. Seeing if he can catch anyone here.
Oh, his gem on Enchantress.
They managed to go and they managed to go find Maposhkas, pop the sprites, trying to stay alive, but there's a decent amount of damage as they're chasing after him. As over on the back end, though, they do end up losing Fishman and Maposhka. Again, he's like a little bit like a tank.
The untouchable. They can't hit him.
So that untouchable is the real deal, right? Mira looking for the opening, will be able to land over onto the Pudge. Another buyback coming out from Fisher. Stormstormer is just taking too much damage. Oh my word,
Maposhka solo killed Stormstormer. He hurricane piped him and killed him.
Enchantress 5, they could not handle it. As Pure now with that Spike Carapace from Mira, it's called from Maposhka. He's just taking over, it feels like. This guy's dishing out all the impetus. Can they find Kataomi here? No, Kataomi will be able to teleport out. Pure, probably the BKB gets 4, but not going to be able to get anything beyond that. Oh man, Fishman, I believe he bought back during that fight. The dive bomb will be able to skick us. So they take out the silencer. They've lost the invoker.
That was
What a fight.
That was a pretty interesting fight because it started out with both teams losing their carries. Both Pure and Yatoro on his lifesteal went down immediately there. And then it was really Enchantress doing all the damage. She killed the Visage almost on her own. And here we see Invoker was trying to chase over on the Enchantress, and we just see the spears flying in. The Impetuses actually manages to kill him completely on his own.
Imagine if they had Sprink on Maposhka.
Yeah, that was a case of just Entity getting greedy though and trying to get more. Wanted more.
They're teleporting in. Immediately though, they spot him out. They see Stormstorm and get the roar. He's just absolutely dead. Buys back immediately. The chase is on over after Toby. Toronto Tokyo rolling around here though, over on the back end. Does manage to get his hands on Collapse, but that Spike Carapace doing damage. Again, just canceling out the Dismember. They'll get the kill on Pure. Down for 86 seconds. This Roche belongs to Team Spirit.
My poor boy. I'm sitting here trying not to be biased, but now I'm crying. Yeah, that was a bit of a miss micro there, sending in the birds with the travel on the Invoker. We're gonna go ahead and blame the Visage for that. That is his fault. He was driving the cab. We didn't see where it was going.
Radiant's middle tower.
But that is Pure now dead as well with no buyback for 60 seconds. Aegis in hand. Team Spirit are in a great position to just crack the high ground and get some racks here.
Yeah, Ancient Granite Golem just
has been killed.
Whacking away over at the tower.
Is under attack.
Yeah, and Lifesteer, there's nothing that can really stop him if he just stands here and hits. They don't have that great poke into him, and of course he can keep healing himself as well. He has the shard ready. If someone comes close, he can slow them.
He's got Aegis for another 4 minutes. He's picked it up, so he's feeling very, very powerful. And I don't think Entity can take him down twice. As Toronto Tokyo does just teleport back in, joining the rest of the teams. They make the rotation top. They are going to have to punch up in about 16 seconds, but it's still a little bit difficult. They'll open up with a Inky Tornado, but just immediately shrug it off. Entity, though, he gets jumped on by Toronto Tokyo.
Yeah, he's creating
He's
space.
pushing them away, absolutely, as they can hit these buildings. They do manage to take another tower. They have all 5 up as, oh, Pure goes into the hook, manages to go and grab Maposhka. That Lotus Orb coming into play, though, will bounce back over to Kataomi. They do end up losing Maposhka. Now Mira trying to climb away. They have the vision. They have the Infest Bomb. The After are popping out. They've already lost Mira. They'll turn their attention to Kataomi, get a couple of these clicks off. Their silence, the drag back again from Pure. The nukes are there. The Lotus, all right, he's there to be able to take him down the first time. Gem down on the deck, but it's gonna pop right back up again. And I don't know if they have, no, they just aren't gonna be able to contest now as Yatoro just walks away.
Beautiful hooks by Pure though, landing multiple there. Doing a backwards hook for style points in the fountain while he's waiting. See if he can land any backwards hook on the enemy in this game as well. We have a replay and we see the first hook there. I think Enchantress going down is super important for Entity. They cannot ignore Ench. Too many games we've seen where Enchantress just, oh no, Stormstormer in the game.
Oh. Yeah, oh dear, yep, he is very dead.
Yeah, the gem on Beastmaster, he just walks past them and they see him, they catch him. They have a basher on the Pango. 90
Wow, Lotus Orb completed for the position 5 Enchantress already.
Yeah, she's a position 5, but she also has gotten quite some damage done and quite some kills in this game. She got 5 kills to her name and been part of a lot more with all her assists. Now with 75 seconds dead Invoker, we again see Team Spirit just going for it.
There's a lot of bounty runs over here on the ground.
Treasure cove.
That was a treasure chest for sure, yeah. Collapse, more than happy to pick these up.
Almost 30,000 gold lead right now. Nyx going in.
Gonna make the jump onto Pure immediately. Good force step forward though. Keep him alive. The Rolling Thunder though coming up for Toronto Tokyo, and that's gonna be the BKB popped over on Pure. Got the Lotus Orb out over onto Toronto Tokyo. Not too fully hard commit because in the bottom lane, Yatoro is already putting some pressure down. The Lotus Orb put on himself to bounce back and easy stuns potentially. Jump forward though from Toronto Tokyo, just absolutely blows up Fishman even though he went for the hook to try to save him. Tension placed over onto the tower.
Nice play by Mira, blinking forward, dropping those Warden sentries behind the tower, and then just sitting around to stun whenever someone comes to deboard them.
Oh, the jump over onto Kataomi.
watching
From Pure, hoping, you know, maybe I'll catch something. All these birds, though, they're taking a lot of damage. Nice get Roar over onto Toby, trying to force staff him away, but Toronto Tokyo closing the gap with some help from his friends. They'll be able to get Mega Creeps should they want them. The buyback now coming out from Toby. That is the Mega Creeps. They do manage to grab a Poshka, so they'll be able to get themselves consolation prize, but the rest on the side of Spirit on their way out. Pure, they're considering going back in. The Rolling Thunder plus the Lifestealer Bomb jumping over onto Toby. The pop out immediately. It doesn't matter. They have so much right-click damage. They're just ripping them apart. It's a triple kill now for Yatoro. They call GG. Team Spirit running away with this game with a 37k lead. And they'll pad the stats. They'll get one more kill.
Yeah, like you said, they were just way too far ahead in gold there. They managed to grab themselves more and more of an advantage in this game. I would like to say this game...
Importante na Nix. Tem que sair dali, o Spirit Breaker, boxe no chão, queimou.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is falling. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Amazing what you found, Lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No, this is meta.
有没有神之一攻？
I like what I see. You're washed up.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Regeneration. Gold for me.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
My waters rise.
Loaded to the gills.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Your song has fallen to the
Life
radiant.
can never be too long. Silence. Behold! Silence. Behold! Double damage!
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Myriad! Silence.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Silence. Behold!
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Double damage.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Dire are scanning.
What need have I for invisit? Oh, that's quite nice, actually. Radiant are scanning.
face!
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Bravery earns death. Behold!
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's ancient is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
就也不要怕输。
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's ancient is under attack. Team Liquid, victory! 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team spirits, turn to battle.
Brood mother.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Entities, turn to ban. Team spirits, turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Entities, turn to ban. Team spirits, turn to pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Entities, turn to pick.
Mars!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. You may now select your heroes. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Prepare for battle.
有没有神之一攻？3、2、1，加油！
I'll always remember how foolish you looked.
That's enough out of you.
30 seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Where are you going?
Short-sighted of you. Nice.
Where are you going?
First blood! As indeed, first in everything to the impurities. Demised. Execution style.
Radiant are scanning.
Of course. Dogs worship me. Why does anyone even try?
Radiant's courier has been killed. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The worlds are one.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.